Young legend in the shadows of K-Town, underappreciated, but my greatness was spacebound. I held it down for my people at a time when my people looked at me like I was out my damn mind.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Andrew, and whoa, crap. Okay, so today I have another commentary, the second video in one day, I think, assuming that this goes up on the day I wanted to, which is Sunday the 21st. So today I'm here to talk about my predictions for the first round of the NBA playoffs. I know the first game has already gone by for most games. I know half the games are being played today, and half the games have already been played yesterday. But I'm still gonna go with my predictions because, you know, the whole series can't be predicted with just one game. And forgive me if I have some random pauses. I am playing 2K right now. But the first things first. What is the first thing I'm gonna say? My predictions, of course, are not 100% correct. Feel free to input your opinions on what the series is going to go like, because I know your playoff predictions will be different than mine. But other than that, let's get it started. First, I'm going to go to the Eastern Conference. We start off with the number one seed Miami Heat versus the number 8 seed Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon Jennings made probably the boldest prediction in the whole playoffs, saying that the Bucks will win it in 6. I don't think that's gonna happen, honestly, but I think the Heat will go 4-1 against them. I think the Bucks can win one game, at least at home. I think it's nearly impossible for the Bucks to win this series. If they do, that'd be an incredible upset, and the defending champs will be taken down. Of course, it will not be an easy task, for they have probably the greatest player in the NBA right now, LeBron James. But I don't know. Let's see if Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis can use some of their magic against the Miami Heat and pull out this victory. But I see the Miami Heat winning this game in 4-1. I don't think a sweep, maybe a sweep, but I think that the Milwaukee Bucks can at least win one. So number 2, the second matchup, we go New York Knicks versus the Boston Celtics. You know, the rivalry of KG and Melo is ignited again. I know that the Knicks won Game 1 yesterday. Melo went off with 36 points, and I think this is going to be a tough matchup for the Boston Celtics, as they're going to need to keep Carmelo Anthony at a very low, and that's very hard since he's been playing extremely well the past couple of weeks. So I see the Miami Heat win. Not the Miami Heat. The New York Knicks winning the series in 6. I think the Boston Celtics have an opportunity to win a couple at home, but I don't see them winning the series. And yeah, they will move on to the next round of the playoffs. Next matchup, we have the Indiana Pacers versus the Atlanta Hawks, and I think this game's going on right now as we speak, but you know, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I really want to see if Josh Smith can, you know, pull something out of his ass and just, you know, do something against this very good Indiana Pacers squad, led by Paul George and David West. These Pacers have been in serious improvement, even though their best player in Danny Granger is out. So I see the Hawks winning this in 7. I think this will be a competitive matchup. As long as Josh Smith doesn't continually take, you know, many threes, I think the Pacers can definitely stay in there, maybe even win the series. But Josh Smith just has to keep his head in the game. I heard I was watching part of the game in the first quarter, and someone said that Josh Smith is the best player in the series. He just has to, you know, do something to prove it. He has to play like he is the best player on the court, which I honestly think he is the most talented at this moment, tied with Paul George, but he just hasn't been playing like he can. So I see the Pacers winning this in 7, but yeah, they will move on to the next round of the playoffs. 4th seeded Brooklyn, I think they are the 4th seed, and the 5th seed is the Chicago Bulls are going up against each other. And Brooklyn won game 1 yesterday with the help of Darren Williams, and it was a good game. I mean, kind of a blowout, but I don't know. All the Chicago Bulls need to do is just play the defense they're used to playing, and I think they'll be all right in this series. But if they don't, then they will have definitely a difficult time, staying in the series and, even winning it. Ooh. And one. And one dunk. So, I see the Nets, or no, I could see the Bulls winning this in 7. I think this is going to be another 7-game series. I think the Bulls have the potential to win this game as long as they keep Darren Williams and Brook Lopez in check. I think they'll be good. So, moving on to the Western Conference, we move on for the first-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder versus the 8th-seeded Houston Rockets. Forgive me if I sound particularly biased in this prediction, because the Houston Rockets are one of my favorite teams, if not my favorite teams in the NBA right now. But I think this is going to be probably the best first round matchup. The James Harden is playing his former team, and it's just going to be just a great series. I want to say that this is going to go to 7 games again, and I honestly think this could go to the Houston Rockets. I think they have the potential to win this series, but the key focus is that Russell Westbrook doesn't make many boneheaded plays, and if he doesn't, then I see the Thunder definitely pulling this one easily. But if Russell Westbrook plays, like very out of control as he's prone to do, and not playing very smart in this first round, I think the Houston Rockets can pull this off. I think the key matchup here is Russell Westbrook versus Jeremy Lin. Two I want to say interesting players. I mean, they're kind of opposites in that one of them is talented and one of them is better with IQ. But I'm definitely interested to see how this matchup, or how this series is going to go out. I definitely think the Houston Rockets can pull this off, but I have the Houston Rockets coming in 7. But we will see. The first game is tonight, and I think this first game is going to be key in order to see how the series is going to play out. So that is that. Next matchup, we have the number 2 seeded San Antonio Spurs versus the number 7 seeded Los Angeles Lakers. I definitely don't think the Lakers should have gotten 7th seed, but what can you do? This regular season is already over, and we just moved to the playoffs. Biggest headline, of course, is that Kobe Bryant is out with the Achilles tear, so he's not going to be playing in these playoffs. So he'll be. I mean, I think the series would be completely different if they did have Kobe, but since they don't have Kobe, I think this is going to be an extremely tough matchup for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to have to go against Tim Duncan, kind of shaky Tony Parker, and a kind of shaky Manu Ginobili. I think the key here is just containing Tim Duncan, because at this point, he just seems like their only offensive threat, and it'll be interesting to see if Dwight Howard can contain one of the best big men of all time in this matchup. So I see the Spurs winning this in 6. All I have to say is that if the Lakers pull this off, that'll be pretty. I don't want to say amazing, but it'll be pretty impressive, as long as the refs don't help too much, because I don't know, looking at the Lakers play the past couple of games, it just feels like, they've gotten a lot of help from the refs. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like they have. But what can you do? Next matchup is the number 3 seeded Denver Nuggets versus the number 6 seeded Golden State Warriors. Denver won yesterday, 117 and 115, I think, with the game winner from Andre Miller, and that was just kind of heartbreaking, even though I didn't watch the game. I really want the Warriors to win this. It's their first playoff appearance in a couple years, and it's sad that they're gonna have a first round exit just because it's been announced today not too long ago, about an hour ago, that David Lee is going to be out for the series. And that really, really just hurts the Warriors a lot because they don't have the greatest front court. They have Festus Ezeli, Andre Biedrins, and just, you know, just not as good as they like to be. And just it doesn't help when one of the best players on the Golden State Warriors and an all-star too is injured in David Lee. And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if the Warriors can even come back. So traditionally I had the series going into 7 because I thought this could be a really interesting competitive matchup, but I have this one going to 5 now with the Denver Nuggets winning. I think the Warriors can steal one at home with the help of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but I don't see them winning the series just because that interior presence in David Lee is now gone. But it's been a good run for the Warriors, and I definitely cannot wait to see them next year. I mean, they're gonna be a great team with the healthy Brandon Rush and David Lee, and you know what? If they can just emulate this performance they've been doing this year, I see a very bright future for the Golden State Warriors. So, next matchup, we have the... Who do I have? The number 4 seeded Los Angeles Clippers versus the number 5 seeded Memphis Grizzlies. And this is the last series I'm going to talk about. Very quickly, I just want to say I don't want to spend too much on this series because I think the Clippers will pull this one and win it. Because I have, I just have no doubt in CP3's ability to carry the series. Of course, I think they did play this series last year, and the Grizzlies took it in 7. But I think the biggest key here is that they had Rudy Gay then, and they don't have Rudy Gay now. So I think that's just gonna hurt them a lot because, Zach Randolph hasn't been playing the greatest he has been in the past month or so. And it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't help when you lose one of the best offensive-minded small forwards in Rudy Gay, and just get a more defensive-minded Tayshaun Prince. So I have the Clippers winning this for 6 or 7. So other than that, that's my playoff predictions. Kind of a long video, but feel free to input your ideas because I'm definitely interested to hearing them. And it's of course going to be different than mine. I'm pretty sure most of you have the Thunder winning. I just have faith in the Rockets. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. My name is Andrew, and I will talk to you guys hopefully very soon. Have a nice day. Peace out.